Okay.
And it looks like we're live. I'm just gonna do some grinding right away.
Okay. Are you? I didn't get a notification.
Of course you didn't. It's me. YouTube hates me.
Well, I mean that's something me and YouTube have in common. So let's fucking go on to YouTube. Let's see, Professor.
Comet Hammer? That sounds fun. Yeah. What do you think about my special surprise that I put in the stream?
Oh, the little face thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, yeah, it's live.
Because I messed with the audio, so I'm hoping it'll be okay.
Yeah, your audio is much better now. You still sound gay, but it's not as bad.
Can they hear you?
Yes.
And your audio's okay too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody sounds good. Everybody sounds delicious, except for you. You sound gay.
I'm not, just for the record.
Straight. Yeah, we know you're not straight. It's okay.
No, I'm not gay. In any form, like any of the synonyms you bring out, I'm not any of the synonyms.
I mean, it's okay that you are non-binary. That's cool. I think it's great. I
I've
think
actually told people, like, if I say I'm an asexual male, I can be part of a minority, and that means my opinions matter, and I can insult whoever I want.
that's not how that works, but okay.
That's how they think it works. That's what it would be if you play their game.
I don't play no games. You know what I mean? Your boy don't play that shit.
I think it's just fun because I can troll them using it. Like,
Yeah, you like to troll.
if they say I'm a white sexist pig, I can say, no, I'm not. I'm a gay asexual male.
I mean, you wouldn't be wrong. You are gay.
No, I'm
Irrevocable.
not. But I would say that
Yeah,
just to
you
troll them.
admitted it. You just admitted it.
I said I'm asexual, which means I'm not attracted to anyone.
Go ahead, call me gay.
I mean, God already hates me anyways, so.
Like, you see, if you call me gay, I'm gonna be like, whatever. I don't care. You know what I mean? Mostly because I'm not gonna take offense to something that I really don't genuinely find offensive. But it's one of those things where people are like, "Oh no, I'm straight." It's like, who cares if you take dicks in your ass or not? Like,
That's
it doesn't
true,
fucking
but
matter.
like, it just annoys me that you guys do it all the time. That's all. And you know that, and that's why you do it.
Yeah, that's the fucking point. Because it annoys you. Yo, you came on my fucking live stream, bro. And my fucking nice little PG Jesus here. Let's all fear the Lord. Let's live for the Lord live stream where I'm just trying to have farm life, my dude. And what does this what does this motherfucker do? Oh, titty milk, Tiffer milk, fucking.
Okay, but to be honest, that was mostly Aqua and Steven, and I just joined in for the fun.
I love how he's like, well, that makes it better because technically,
that doesn't make it better. Like, I'm not saying, like, I believe in acknowledging things you've done, and I definitely did that. I'm just saying it wasn't all me.
It was all you, though.
Also, do you know where this piece of my like, I can't log out, but I'm fairly certain I have all the pieces that I need of my avatar.
You're probably wrong.
Does it like to hide things from you in this game?
I don't remember. It's been a while since the last time I played it.
Because I got like 3 of them, and I'm looking for others. Because it tells me I don't have enough. So is there some kind of Digimon fusion, like fusing them together in this, or no?
I know, but
because I know that was the newest season was fusion.
To digivolve them and de-digivolve them into new paths.
Well, I noticed that it's not just the OG paths; it's got every path from a bunch of the series. So I've actually got 3 of the OG ones with me.
Pokemon, they actually care about their fans.
Yeah. Well, the show went downhill. but
I wouldn't necessarily say that the show went downhill. It's still better than watching a Pokemon series.
that's true. And, you know, I think Fusion was still entertaining. I think it was just different. You know? My personal favorite is Digimon Frontier, because I like the idea of a human transforming into a Digimon.
See, I remember playing like the original Digimon games out on the ever so wonderful yet irrevocably outdated PlayStation 1.
Ooh,
That
then
was a lot of
then I could probably emulate it, because I bought a Raspberry Pi that I can have. I think I told you about that, how I can have the Raspberry Pi do the emulation, plug the Raspberry Pi into the capture card, and then just that way I can just record what's on the Raspberry Pi without my computer having to waste processing power emulating it.
Yeah. But can you see why kids like Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Yes, I can. I personally enjoy Cinnamon Toast Crunch because I'm a child.
Well, we know that you do. You love that Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is. Right in front of my face, just in a corner I didn't take.
Genius. High IQ. Let's see. I gotta calculate what I need to put these suspension settings at.
Well, you can actually calculate that stuff for your game.
Yeah, when you build a real race car, you want to do it a very specific way. And you're pretty much going to follow the same exact category in a game. At least I do. And then I kind of set it to taste. You know what I mean? Because I prefer, like, just... Because it's grand reason. So, like, I choose to try... I try to, like, drive like I would in real life. So I'm, like, late braking and coming in hard, motherfuckers. So, you know...
I got my avatar back. Yay.
The only thing I will do is put this like front negative camber to like 2 because I'm building a drift car, bitch.
Should I give people voices?
No.
All right. I was gonna say, you know what else is better in this game than the other one?
Everything.
The tits and the asses are better too.
Yeah, than Pokemon. That's because they care about their fans. They're like, oh, you gotta stare at a character or whatever. If you're a female, they're a gay little twink boy that women just seem to love. And if it's a guy, oh yeah, they got big boobies. Like, here you go. It's like, thank you, Digimon. I feel like you care about me personally.
No, but like the female, because I know I got the bundle edition, so it's got both paths of the hacker and the regular one. And man, the girl that you're kind of partnered with is like, she's a bitch, but she's a hot bitch.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's a weird thing because the Digimon games don't treat you like you're stupid. And, like, you can figure it out, and it's like, that's why when people are like, why do you love Final Fantasy 12 so much? Because it was one of the first modern games, and it was better than 10. And it, unlike 10, it didn't treat you like you were fucking stupid. I felt like 10 kind of held your hand a bit.
But like, there's you know whose fault it is that they're holding the hands of the player so much?
I mean, really, it's the developers.
But it's also my generation, because of my generation, they think that, you know, they think that we can't actually do anything on our own.
I mean, they're not wrong.
That's true, they're not wrong. I've met some really dumb fucking people from my generation. But I've met some really dumb fucking millennials, too.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of dumb people in my generation. That's why I hate being a millennial.
You know, I think it started with your generation, and then your generation encouraged it, so they kept doing it.
Well, no, see, part of the problem is that my generation has shit taste in games and actually thinks that most American RPGs are somehow good. When 90% of them aren't. Like, most American RPGs are meh.
Did I tell you I tried to develop a 2D platformer RPG?
Really?
Yeah. I didn't get the battle system figured out, but I figured out it's possible. I was thinking about it.
What are you doing, really?
Yeah, you want to know what the general story, cliche story I thought it was?
What? It's about a little blue mouse that's gay and also thinks that it's a human. And One day it wakes up and the whole world is in ruin and it has to save the world. How
No,
close am I?
very far away. But you know that did remind me of something. You know how funny it is that I'm a Meryl and my character's a Meryl, but we're playing Digimon.
Fuck it. I mean, life's too short, my dude. You know what I mean? Life's too
Yeah.
short, my dude. You gotta play that Digimon while you're living.
Yeah.
While you're living, you bitches. While we're living.
What happens if I log out? Oh, okay, that's what I was supposed to do.
That's what she said.
Gotta love their voice acting
hear
too.
it.
It's pretty good.
I mean, honestly, I hate it because it's all in Japanese, but whatever. Fuck
But
it.
if they did a dub, it would be shit. So it's better that it's not dubbed.
I disagree. I really do. When people say, "Oh, it's always better subbed than not dubbed,"
No,
I strongly disagree.
not always. Like I've seen some really good dubs, but it's like a lot of them I can't stand.
Yeah, let me tell you what the part of the problem is with the dub, and again, it goes back to why I love Final Fantasy XII. They're not just there for a paycheck. Their voices give life to a character. The voice feels like it belongs to the character.
Right.
Like modern anime is just shit in my opinion. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go off on a tangent here.
I've seen
Modern
some decent
anime
ones.
is fucking shit, and it's terrible, and it's all isekai, uwu, kawaii senpai bullshit.
Yeah, true.
Like-
That's true.
And I really don't like it. And then when it gets a dub, when it gets a fucking dub, like it's all pretty much just ass and titties, which is usually fine. I don't have a problem with fan service. But like, honestly, dude, like modern anime has shown that the Japanese are not the gods that everybody thought they were.
Yeah. But it's also like it's also Funimation is part of the issue because like Funimation, their actors, like if you've seen some of their voice actors, they're just bitches and they're just there for the money. They don't care about putting the really care about putting the a lot of them don't care about putting the effort into the voice actor.
No, I do agree. They're probably like on contract or something. Like it's just I think most animes are already shit to begin with. I also don't like how newer animes look.
Dude,
Not
I don't
really
either. That
Everybody has fucking big eyes, and it's like in always anime. Go watch Cowboy Bebop, you know. And even then, there was a time when shit like that had a place because it was unique. Now
Yeah.
all anime characters look the same. It's like, dude.
like I've seen
They're
some from the 2010s. I've seen some good ones from the 2010s, but there is a lot of stuff that's just I can't bring myself to watch it.
Like if people are like, well, you're just cynical for the older. No, there is on occasion a new anime that's good. No, Goblin Slayer isn't one of them. Fucking everybody is obsessed with Goblin Slayer. You're either an SJW and you hate it, or you're like fucking, you know, a troll lord and you're like, yeah, this is the fucking greatest thing ever. You saw what they did to the bitches in the first episode? Wait. And then it's like, then you have like me who has common sense and critical thinking skills and says, you know, this show really isn't all that great. It's okay. And I think the problem for me is that most of anime is now mediocre at best.
Well, that's one thing I'm gonna say. Like, as long as I can enjoy it, I'll probably watch it. But there are some that are just that bad that I can't even enjoy it. Because one of the things about a lot of animes I like is I like finding a way that I could rewrite the story to be better. And I'm actually thinking about starting a series of it. So while I'm watching, I'm thinking, here's something I could use to rewrite the story to make it a little better.
Like, it's just weird to me. Like, I really don't like isekai anime nowadays. And the idea that everything must be isekai, and we're gonna have an isekai quartet, and we're gonna make a fucking show with more isekai because we heard you motherfuckers like isekai.
Dude, there used to be good isekai, and now it's just like all like ReZero. I like the concept, but I do not like the execution.
Log Horizon was good, Dot Hack was good, everything else has been shit.
I mean,
in my
Log
opinion.
Horizon, think
Like-
about how much better Log Horizon is than SAO.
Yeah, you know what the irony is though? Is that most people haven't heard Log Horizon, and then if you ask them if they heard Sword Art Online, oh my god, Sword Art Online! It's so amazing! Oh my god!
Dude,
It's like, can you shut the fuck up
the
before I
only
stab you in the neck?
the only thing good that came from SAO is the abridgment by what's his name?
Yeah, I agree. Abridged was actually like entertaining. But even then, I still hated watching it because it's like, yeah, it's funny, but at the same time, I still hate the original source material. So it's like, eh, you know?
Yeah. And it's like it can't fix like it. They're using what they can, but it can't make it more like an RPG, or no, not an RPG. They can't make it like an MMO. And really, that's all isekais are. Is they're putting you into an MMO world.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the whole entire premise of it. But part of the problem I have is that we've somehow gone for, and don't get me wrong, Dot Hack had a lot of problems. You know what I mean? And
Well,
but
everything's gonna
a
have problems.
pioneer in the industry for the first real isekai we ever had, it wasn't bad. I mean, given that they had a pretty limited budget and a lot of it was just marketing tools and shit for the games, it could have been a lot worse. But how is it that Dot Hack, with all its flaws, is still better than Sword Art Online? I'll never understand.
Yeah. Well, it's like some people even claim that Don Machi and that other one, what's it called? Oh, what's it called? I'm trying to think. The one with Aqua and the shit ton of fan service. What's its name?
Every anime now has a shit ton of fan service, dude.
Yeah, but there's this character named Aqua that people sim for, even though she's a complete and total idiot and is completely useless.
Which is why they simped for.
That's true. Well, wouldn't you rather have a character like that you can that's actually useful, you know?
No, they don't want that. They want a waifu that's just obedient and doesn't have opinions and will make their pee tinkle when they watch this show.
That's true. It's very true.
I mean, I'm not wrong. Listen, like, especially with most of these guys who like simp for these anime waifus. And don't get me wrong, there's always going to be like a female character you like or whatever, or even a, you know, if you're whatever, a male character you like. But like, bro, like these motherfuckers legit have like body pillows and will legit fight a motherfucker over their waifu, and it's like, dude, this is pathetic, bro. Like, you need a fucking life.
Yeah, exactly. Which I don't have a complete life, but I still have more of a life than they do.
See, part of my problem is, like, anime used to be about telling usually a really well-written story. It could be overarching, it could be more of a whatever, you know what I mean? But the idea that we somehow went from shit, like, I remember when anime first got big and appeared on Tech TV, and you had shows like Crest of the Stars, the Better Man Saga. You had shows like, you know, Cowboy Bebop on, like, anime when it was first blowing up was arguably much more well written.
Well, it was also the fights were also well animated. Like a lot of them now are just so quick and they aren't well animated. But if you look at the mechs in like Evangelion and Code Geass, they put a lot of animation into the mech movements, each individual attack, and it's great.
But see, that's died off now. We live in a new era. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we don't live in the era of, hey, let's give a shit. We live in the era of, how do we cut budget?
Yeah. Even though cutting budget results in less work. Like, my dad works in an engineering set, and like he said, like they want him to do things a little cheaper. Like, he has a contractor that he'd always used, but they're a little more higher end, and the company is like, no, we can't use them, they're too expensive, even though they do quality work, because they're cutting budget, rather than getting it for a little more, so you know you get quality work.
Yeah, but I mean, part of the problem is that there's certain animation studios that shouldn't even handle animation, in my personal opinion. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of problems with, like, we took Miyazaki and we put him on a fucking pedestal that, like, in my opinion, he really didn't need to be on. And then on top of this, now all of a sudden, tons of people got into anime because of Princess Mononoke. Mm-hmm. And was it good? Yes. Was it the pinnacle of anime? No. A lot of people got in from Spirited Away.
Here's what I think. Good? I think the director...
Yes.
I think the director
No.
really matters because, like, if you look at it, the director of Code Geass has a new project coming out in early 2021 that I'm really excited for because I hope it's going to be good because I think the director really matters more than the art.
I disagree because everything from like Tenchi Muyo, the Duel Saga, right? Like those series have a distinct look, which made them look different than Inuyasha. Like when every anime character looks the fucking same, what's the fucking point? Like
Right.
yeah, like you could say whatever you want about Fairy Tail, but what was it? Hiro Mashima who wrote it also did Rave Master. Like they are distinct art styles and they feel kind of alive. Akira
Well,
Toriyama, there are some people that say, oh, well, his art is a little bit dated. Yeah, but you know what? When you sit there and you actually like play Dragon Quest or, you fucking sit there and watch Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball GT or Super, like you realize this is his project. This is what he made. Like, you know what I mean? And that's the problem that I have.
that's one thing I was going to lead into is
It
like
don't
if you
feel
look
like
at
that
it,
anymore.
it's like the manga. The anime should follow the manga to a degree. Like it doesn't have to be exact, but it should follow to a degree. And that's the issue is they're focusing so much on fan service than manga, and it makes the manga readers angry because like, well, you're literally just turning it into other isekais rather than looking at the manga and saying, well, this is unique. How do we turn it into a unique anime that's different from the other isekais?
But see, there's also another problem with that, and that is that they add fan service in the first place. Again, a great show that really didn't need fan service was Claymore. Claymore had an all female cast, didn't really need fan service, and was amazing. Action packed, one of the best series. The manga is amazing. I'm sad we'll probably never get a season two. But my point is, that was one of the honest to God most amazing fucking anime I've ever seen. It's really fucking good, and it's in my top 10. It's like number 3 best anime I've ever seen, legitimately. And it didn't need a lot of fan service. It really didn't have any fan service, honestly. Everything was relevant to the plot. Any kind of fan servicey moments were relevant to the plot, to explaining the world, giving depth. It wasn't even fan service. You can't even call it that because it's not there to get little boys pee pee hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like it literally, the show said, okay, we're gonna make a bunch of demon slaying bad bitches with swords, and it's gonna be fucking awesome. Like it's not hard to make a good fucking anime. It really fucking isn't. It,
Yeah.
honest to God, isn't. But like they don't want to try.
I mean, I've written a better story in my head than they have. Like, I actually have an anime in my head in the works.
See, most anime appeals to the general populace of Japan, and just like the general populace of America, the general populace of Japan is a bunch of idiots. Because anywhere you go, anything that's made for masses is generally stupid. Logan and Jake Paul's content appeals to the masses, and take a look at that.
Yeah. Well, that's my issue. Is there's so much that appeal to the masses, and like they appeal to younger masses, which is the real issue with me. Because like, you know, if you're older, you tend to learn that it's like, oh, that sucks.
But I mean, it goes even beyond that because technically speaking, you're talking about. I don't want to say like mean, but like you're talking about like something like Naruto was written for a pretty dumb audience, and I'm
Yeah.
a Naruto fan, so it's not like. And the reason why I say that is because Naruto is an amazing fucking anime. Is it the best in the world? No. Does it have the? Yeah, it has this issue, that issue, but honestly, it's a pretty well written anime, and it's a long series, and it still always kind of feels good to watch. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
let's be real here. It wasn't super intellectual. It wasn't deep. Like, was Naruto super amazingly deep? It had its moments. Like, what was that guy's name? Was it Pain? Where he's like, you'll hear fucking.
Wait.
Yeah,
I love it.
fucking
I love
fighting
it.
me, but
No.
my
I just
fucking
came
village
across a
is
point in the
goddamn
game where
destroyed.
it's funny. She says, I don't have to spell it out for you, right? Mocking the Pokemon games. It's totally mocking the Pokemon games.
Yeah. Yeah, no, literally, the game is like the anti-Pokemon game. It really fucking is, dude. Like it does everything right that Pokemon does wrong.
Uh-huh.
Like it doesn't treat you like you're stupid at all. It genuinely doesn't. It does. And fun fact, they actually took inputs from the fans for the second game, because that one is the first, and then you have the hacker's memory or whatever is the second one,
Right,
which
and you can
comes.
get them together as a.
Yeah, I'm gonna be buying the hacker's memory one. My little sister has it. I'm buying the hacker memory copy for me on the PS4 because I still refuse to go out and buy a PS5.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a
There's
bad
just
console, but it's also
I always see I have this habit of waiting like a year or two for like all the games I really want to come out, because then they'll be used. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And they'll be cheaper, and then I can get the console used and it's cheaper. You know, failing to mention, like honestly, the only thing I would want to play on a PS5 is Cyberpunk, and we all know how that went.
But it's like, it's not a bad game. It's just got a lot of glitches.
Yeah, but the glitches are so terrible and the game keeps crashing. I don't think it's like something that people are gonna get. I couldn't get over that right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's more than I've seen. Like, some glitches are like, okay, this is functional, I can use it. And then others like, well, this is kind of impossible to play now because of this glitch. Like, I'm okay with physical glitches. Can I open the map? Okay, let me go. Options, keyword, player, items. Let me heal up. I don't want to game over, because this game, unlike Pokemon, actually has a game over option.
Yeah, you can get really fucked up in this game if you're not careful.
Alright, let's keep going.
Like the best bet you can have is have one Digimon that heals. I would recommend the Renamon line because it gets access to some pretty decent fucking things. And then have one other element. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like your party, and then from there you can go into like whatever the fuck you want. Treat it like Shin Megami Tensei. Have somebody who does like a fucking physical attacker. Have somebody there.
We need to schedule that, like the Demi Kids Let's Play together. We need to schedule that sometimes.
Do like a co-op of that.
Of course, we also need to schedule the thing with Green.
That's true. We need to be like, hey, Green. And he'll be like, what? We're like, we're playing fucking slot machines.
Yeah.
I kind of want to do it in the new year, though.
Yeah, true. That'd probably be a better idea.
Like, I genuinely want to do it in the new year, not like in 2020 doesn't deserve it, dude.
That's true. And it's funny because
20
people are like, if people weren't idiots, 2020 wouldn't have been so bad. Because people are idiots, it became bad.
No, it's not even that people are idiots. 2020 is just a terrible year in general. And it showcased arguably the worst that humanity has to offer.
That's true. Like, well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, if people weren't like if humanity weren't so bad, it wouldn't have been such a problem. But humanity sucks.
Well, I mean, yeah, in general, human beings are shit. Like,
Yeah.
to be honest, I'm not even trying to be edgelord with it, but for real, like, human beings are shit.
Ooh,
Human beings are
since I'm a detective, I get free roam.
Yeah.
That's cool. Even though I'm a hacker too.
But yeah, you can like level them up, get them to meet certain criteria to get them to digivolve into other things, then de-evolve them and re-evolve them, and it's pretty fucking insane, dude. It's like a Shin Megami, it's like a Persona game, right? Like Persona meets Pokemon, only better than arguably both. Well, better than Persona 5. Persona 4 was good though.
Yeah, I still need to play some of the Persona and Shin Megami Tensei games. Well, okay, so that's what I figured. I figured my real body would be here.
If you have a Vita, which I know you do, get Persona 4 Golden.
You know, that's really what I'm wondering is, how do I capture stuff from like my Vita? Can I do it with a
I don't.
capture card?
Like a screenplay thing, I think.
That I've tried that before. It didn't help very much.
Oh.
Okay.
So it's sort of like Aqua. It doesn't really help anything. It's just there and exists.
Yeah,
Oh!
exactly like Aqua. Ooh, I can get to the main
Damn,
terminal.
Your boy was cold. That was a cold burn. I love you, Aqua. Not really, but.
See, I'm
Yeah, I love
interested because this game. I thought it would follow the games a little bit more. Like you get sucked into the digital world and then you have to play it out. But it's a lot different than the anime.
Oh yeah, it's very different. It's entirely its own thing. You don't have to watch any of the fucking animes to know anything.
Unlike a certain other thing we need.
Have you met the my waifu in the game?
The lady with purple
Blonde.
hair.
What?
The lady with purple hair. Is that who you're talking about?
No, no. No, I'm not that weeaboo. The blonde. Never mind. You'll discover it.
The blonde chick who's the detective.
Who drives the car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me say you have fine taste, my dude.
Thank you. As do you. For a gay man, you have great taste in women. That's actually something that one of my friends said one time because I'm a lesbian. Yeah. So I was like, of course, I'm a lesbian. Why wouldn't I have great taste in women? I still miss the Castlevania franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah, why wouldn't I? That was a great fucking franchise.
Castlevania?
Yeah.
See, I've only played the arcade version.
RPG. It's a platformer RPG, sure, and I know a lot of people are like, hey, those are so... And they're Metroidvania, it's overdone. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, it's amazing. Let people enjoy things. Unless it's anime, in which case, it's all just shit anyway, so fuck it.
Dark-haired shy girl walking up to me and asking me questions that I don't want to answer.
Ooh, giggity. Asking you questions? Really?
Oh, she's mad that I answered a question with a question.
Why don't you just answer her question? Then you wouldn't have had to answer.
It didn't give me an option to answer her question.
Uh-huh, sure. I believe that one. Yeah, it's actually a really good game.
Stereotypical emo, black hair, purple tints, bald tits. Stereotypical.
Yeah, it's a little tropey, but honestly, the game is still good.
Yeah.
And I like that it actually has a plot line, unlike Pokemon, which is too afraid to put a fucking plot.
Yeah, they're just like, oh, here, legendary Pokemon, evil team, boom. And it worked for the first 5 to 6 generations. And then the last two were like...
Gen 6 was a mistake, dude. I'm calling it. I'm calling it right here.
Well, that's one thing people like, oh, Sinnoh remakes, Gen 9. And I'm like, oh, hell no, please no. Sinnoh's already good enough as it is.
Can't wait for that Sinnoh DLC.
Shoes.
You guys want Giratina? Guess how you get Giratina? 5 easy payments of $19.99.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, when someone was like, oh, well, they might release all the Pokemon in Gen 8 later on, I'm like, there's no hidden power. They're like, so? I'm like, that means there's no unknown. How do you know that? Because the only move it knows is hidden power!
Meaning that clarifies that they can never release all Pokemon in that game.
Yep. unless they give unknown. Yo, unknown needs more moves because I would love to use one way more competitively.
Ah, so she is related to the ghost in the thing. And he's been there for 8 years.
God, there's actually a story you can get into?
Yeah, like this girl I'm talking to looks exactly very similar to someone I met in the cyberspace, and she says that she knows. Well, it's implied that she knows that person.
Oh my god, you mean there's plot?
Yeah, there's actual plot, and it's great.
Oh my god, I didn't know you could do that. You could make plot, bro? You mean that game designers can actually make a fucking plot?
Oh, you know what Best Buy did?
The game we're currently playing is every bit as good as Gen 5. It has an amazing story, really good combat mechanics, everything. But there are still people out there who like won't try it because it's not Pokemon.
Well, that's an issue. I believe in branching out. Like, I was stuck on Pokemon for a while, and then you showed me the SMT games and these ones, because, again, I don't have a whole lot of time being a full-time college student, but I make time.
I mean, I think that there's a certain feeling that you get when you play a good game. And you only get a small fraction of that in Pokemon Sword and Shield. You get kind of a lot of that from this game. And once you beat this, I won't spoil the story.
Good,
but
don't you
this
dare.
Game is so satisfactory.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I could spoil the story if you want.
I don't want you to. I'm okay with Pokemon games being spoiled because they suck, but with this game, I'd rather not, because I want to figure it out.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna tell you anyways. So.
No.
I know, dude. I know. I'm just playing.
Okay, I took my headphones off just in case.
I love how he's like, no, this game's too good. I want it. I don't want to know.
Oh, I can't resist. The fuck is that? The fuck is that line? This game is great. She's hitting on the guards.
Oh yeah, the game is amazing, dude. I swear to God.
Oh, so hard.
Yeah, she's so thirsty. Did you escape the room yet?
No, I'm right at the edge of it. So it seems like the typical small people against big group of people. You know, I compared this to Link Vrains because this is a lot like Link Vrains in Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains.
I haven't really played or seen V-Rains or whatever the fuck it's called.
It's basically Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's in a digital network. So you and your entire body and everything actually go to the network to duel, and all the data for the cards is in the network. And there's two groups that the main characters basically fighting in. So there's the Knights of Hanoi, and it's in the first season. I won't spoil too much of it. There's the Knights of Hanoi, and then there's Soul Technologies, who are the people who run the network. And he has a program.
But this is my problem, because what does that have to do with Yugi Muto and Seto Kaiba?
Nothing. It's just a new series with new characters and everything like that.
Exactly. If my boy Thought Slayer Seto Kaiba ain't a part of it, I don't want nothing to do with it.
See, that's what's great about Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s is there are a lot of theories about Kaiba coming back in Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s. Oh.
We're talking about the greatest motherfucker, the dude who jumps out of jet planes, fucking could be in the middle of the Shadow Realm, and a motherfucker sitting there like, I don't even believe in this. Your cheap illusions don't work. Catch my big dick.
Can I burst your bubble about something that you might not have heard before?
I know it's death. It's not Shadow. Shadow.
Sorry, I'm very specific about that. I don't like the way that the dub does that, but you're welcome to. But like, yeah, you're talking about someone who literally magic doesn't have any effect on him because of his technology, which is great because I hate magic in Yu-Gi-Oh. I hate that idea that you're always like that.
You know what I think I love most though about Seto Kaiba? It's not
What?
even just that he's like the ultimate fucking cool guy, but like a big part of it, at least for me, is that Seto Kaiba never really lets shit get to him. You know what I mean? He'll be
Yeah.
like, "Fuck this hero shit, come suck my dick while I win this duel."
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
He has the ego. He has such a high ego like that.
Yeah, like you could stack the fucking odds against him, and he's like, "My dick's big. I don't give a fuck. I
Yeah.
love Seto Kaiba."
And
That
I'll just bring
motherfucker
out
gets
fucking
no
Obelisk
shit.
against you. This motherfucker in the movie literally found Obelisk and recreated the card and used it. Like, even after they were all taken away, he refound the Millennium Puzzle and refound Obelisk and used them.
See, my only big problem with original Yu-Gi-Oh is that Seto Kaiba wasn't the main protagonist.
Yeah. Honestly, we need another sequel where it's just about Seto and his life.
I want to see what this motherfucker does. Have you ever seen? My favorite was when Seto sits there and he goes, "Oh, you're gonna get revenge for ruining your life." He's like, I own a corporation. I do that every fucking day."
Yeah.
Big dick energy, bro. I laugh so hard. I crush people's dreams every day. I'm like, that is big dick energy.
Although
dude.
this green hair bitch immediately jumps to a boyfriend conclusion here. It's funny.
Yeah, I love Seto Kaiba. I still say that he is the best anime character ever. And he just gives no fuck, dude. No
Yeah.
fucks.
And he's great for the memes, you know?
Seto Kaiba is what happens when you actually write a character in a meme show like fucking, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Right?
The name can literally be translated from the show into Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, somebody, all right, you know what? Fuck it, dude. We're gonna fucking make him the coolest fucking guy. Big dick energy the entire time. He's just gonna fucking win no matter what. But he's not gonna do it like Yugimoto and be a bitch with the heart of the cards. Fuck the heart.
Okay, you know what? You know one thing, a meme I've yet to make?
What?
Yu-Gi-Oh! Dream gets 1 in a billion odds. Yugi enters chat. Because, like, the only person who's gotten better odds than Dream is Yugimoto.
I can't disagree with that statement because honestly, dude, some of Yugi's wins are like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
Like, honestly,
and that's
dude,
one thing I like about Yusaku's character. If you don't mind me spoiling Vrains, I don't think you'll ever watch it.
No, I'll never watch it.
So he was captured by the Knights of Honoi as a young child, and basically they held them all in their own chambers with dual disc, and they dueled an AI of some sorts. And if they didn't win, they didn't eat. So ultimately, the reason he wins and has a desire to win is because he was built up that way as a character, and not just because he's super lucky.
Yeah, Yugimoto would be like, now I pulled dark magic attack out of my asshole. And even though my dark magician is only a fucking 4-star monster, watch what I'm going to do with it. Or only has 2,500 fucking attack. Still, it destroys. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's like, why does Yugimoto always fucking win, dude? Like, Yugi should lose, bro. Yugi's not that cool.
And
Seto
that's one thing
Kaiba,
people
though?
said is like, well, Seto lost because, he lost.
Yeah, but it's a rare occurrence, so it's forgivable.
Yeah, exactly. And that's one thing people criticize Yusaku for, is like, he never lost, but he did get ties because he's the type of character. He's very similar to Seto in that manner, where he has strategies behind strategies, and yes, he does create cards, but that's actually a mechanic of the game in Vrains. So what it is in a speed duel you have skills, and the skill allows you to do something depending on the situation, and his skill allows him to get cards from the Cybers, and other people have skills as well, so it's a little more balanced of a mechanic than it has been in other series. And he's not the only one who uses it either, which makes it great.
But see, the only thing that I genuinely don't like about most people when they talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that they're like, oh, well, it's either the original series is like the apex, which I largely disagree with, because I'm sorry, like, 5Ds was way better.
It was. 5Ds was godly.
5Ds was amazing. But part of the problem is that then they went hyper-focused on let's just sell cards, so let's build a series to sell cards.
Yeah.
And from then on, I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, 5Ds was infinitely fucking better than anything that took place in the original Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah. Well, it's also like 5Ds gave it lore, right? Because we're like, well, you've got these gods and these gods and these gods, and it's not just the Egyptian gods. It's every different culture had its own god, and the gods were related to the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Duel Monsters.
But it's not even just that. Like, even as a protagonist, like, Jaden Yuki is, like, way fucking better than Yugi Moto. Because I came in late to 5D when I played the card game. But, like, then, I don't remember who it was in the Discord was like, you need to watch 5Ds. And then I did.
It was me. I said that.
Oh my... You said that? Dude, I was like, oh my fucking god, this is better than the original Yu-Gi-Oh!
Okay,
it's actually interesting.
Here's a question. Did you finish the very last portion that's only sub? Because you kind of need to, if you haven't.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that zone arc is one of the best things that comes out of the show.
But see, it kind of fucked me up, because part of the problem that I have was, like, how badly Jaden gets fucked over. And so it's sort of like...
No, I'm talking 5Ds, not GX. I know GX has a portion that's not dubbed, but 5Ds also does. Did you watch the 5Ds one too?
But see, here's my problem is that, like, he was a well-written character. Like, he doesn't just win because of reasons.
Well, he loses to his rival in one of the first episodes.
Oh, you're talking about Chad? Dude, Chad is fucking awesome.
No, not Chaz. Not Chaz. He loses to Zane in one of the first episodes.
I don't remember that. That was a while ago. I think I watched it, like, over a year ago.
And then he adapts, and so first he loses against him, then he adapts, manages to tie it, and eventually he wins. Which is good character development in a Yu-Gi-Oh! Show.
But see, part of my problem is, again, why couldn't we have gotten that? See, when you do something where it's just, oh, we need to sell cards, right? Like, Magic the Gathering, in my opinion, is for losers. People can say whatever they want to. I like Magic, don't get me wrong. But the problem with the idea of a tournament, that to force people to buy new cards, you're going to make stupid rules where everybody has to play with a certain set. Old cards are out of rotation. It's like, dude, come on.
Yeah, exactly. That's what the metagame is in Yu-Gi-Oh! Too, and it's like boring.
Yeah, no, Yu-Gi-Oh! Went full-on retard, dude.
Ooh, I get to work as her assistant.
Yeah, you get to work as the blonde chick's assistant. Oh, I can spoil for you.
I know. Well, this game seems like it's longer. I've spent a couple hours in it already, and it'll probably take me longer than
hours.
Yeah.
But it's not a bad... It's one of those games where, like, you don't mind playing it for hours on end because it's just so fucking entertaining.
Yeah. I'm going to have issues because I want to play it off stream, but I also want to keep it on stream.
Oh, trust me, you'll end up playing this game off stream. You will. It's inevitable.
Oh, that's why. Assistant Cyber Sleuth.
Yeah. I'll be her assistant Cyber Sleuth.
Alright, I'm gonna go grab my dogs from outside and keep them in my room. So you keep the people entertained. I'm gonna go get my dogs.
Okay, so hello? Okay, so everybody, what I want you to do is take Digimon Cyber Sleuth spoilers and put them in the comment section and spam the fuck out of them. Just put the spoilers, because then I'm not guilty. Then I didn't do it. Are you back yet? No, yeah. But anyways, just do what I said. Go into the fucking comment section down below and put them spoilers, baby, all over the place. All over the place. So, anyways, on the subject of Yu-Gi-Oh, but yeah, Yugi Moto is an idiot. Arguably one of the worst Yu-Gi-Oh series ever. Was the original Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't care what anyone says, because quite frankly, I think it's bullshit that Yugi would just pull magic out of a hat and fucking win every single goddamn fucking duel. Fucking aiming his goddamn catapult turtle thing at a fucking flotation band to destroy. Like, no. Fucking stop. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh is shit. The original Yu-Gi-Oh is shit. It just is. So many people are gonna like immediately click off this video just because I said that. I love how we can just hear people screaming in the background of the dog. It's amazing. Best content ever. 20 out of 20 content. Get it? Because it's 2020. The bad joke, sort of like 2020. I feel like 2020 was a giant prank gone wrong. I really do. Where did he go? What he said something about a dog. What is he doing? What the fuck is going on over there? What the fuck? What are they saying? It's like they're trying to speak to me. I know it. Is that dog crying for help? I don't understand. I don't dog. I do not speak dog. I'm sorry.
Also, if you actually put spoilers in the comments, I'll just turn comments off.
That doesn't fucking matter. I'll post them in every single Discord you're in.
You're mean, you know that? I don't have a Twitter. I haven't had a Twitter for over a year now because Twitter's retarded.
You love Twitter, don't you?
No, people are like, oh, I reached this many followers on Twitter. I got this tweet out. I'm like, no one cares anymore. Twitter is for thoughts and retards.
Yeah, I rarely use my Twitter at this point. Like it's one of those things where it's like, you know,
I might switch games up because I think I want to leave this one at this since we got a large portion of the game done. Also, do I want to drink her coffee? Do I want to know what she puts in her coffee?
Yes.
No, I don't. It's green and purple. What the hell? Why?
Drink the coffee.
Why?
Drink the coffee.
Seaweed and red bean paste coffee?
Oh yeah.
Why?
I would drink her coffee. I would let her spill that coffee all over me. Oh yeah, it's exactly how it sounds.
Can I get a drink instead? Like, that seems better. Even tea would be better than that.
How do you know?
I wonder if someone actually makes that kind of coffee. Oh, hi, Chef Bud. No, but I wonder if that kind of coffee actually exists.
Why does your dog sound retarded?
Because he's got a very obnoxious bark and whine. Because he knows it's obnoxious and it will get him things.
Oh, he's smart.
Yeah. They're Aussies, so they're smart, but they're also mischievous, so they gotta... Yeah. She made me drink it. Did I just pass out? Did I pass out? I think I passed out.
Don't worry about it. Just embrace it.
You getting into sport?
She could give me rat poison, and I'd be like, yeah, I'm fine with this.
What's that?
I'd be like, it's fucking delicious.
Yeah. Hey, careful!
So delicious.
I got cables. Be careful, dog. Don't you love it when your dogs get into your cables?
That's what she said. Ew.
But it's also like he has chewed through some of my cables before. Like I had a charging cable on my bed. He hopped up on my bed and ate it.
Well, that was your fault. You put a charging cable on your bed.
Yeah. And apparently they make them out of pig fat, so the dogs like to chew on them.
Yeah.
Hold on.
They like to chew. I don't know why. I think it's gross. Should I start playing Harvest Moon again, or is it still ruined for me? I'm not sure. I'm genuinely not sure. I think Harvest Moon is still ruined for me.
You know what else
Yeah, I
is
think
great about having two big dogs?
What?
They'll drink the entire they'll drink the entire toilet bowl clean out of water. Like clean out of water. They'll drain it.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. All right, I might switch games cuz that's a significant point. That's one of the chapters done. The other question is, what do I play next? You know what I was thinking though? So you know how there's like Mario speedrunners and Pokemon speedrunners?
Yeah.
What if I became the #1 Digimon speedrunner?
I don't know if that even is a category.
I don't know. Let me look it up.